bienvenidos a los juegos, el Tito. Ahora estamos aquí un día más con Genshin Impact. Y bueno, en el episodio anterior llegamos a la ciudad de Sumeru y hay varias misioncillas. Hay una principal y luego hay otra que es esta, que es ayudar a los artesanos estos. Entonces es ahí. Vamos allá. ¿Qué tal estáis? Espero que estéis genial. Ya sabéis, como os digo siempre, que si os está gustando os podéis parar un instantillo para dejarme likes, comentarios, suscribiros al canal, darle a la campanita, compartir el vídeo, contactarme por las redes sociales, lo que os dé la gana, vamos. Allí. Vamos, Moira.
Razi! Where are you, Razi?
Someone's calling for Razi over there.
Será su padre.
Oh, Razi! Thank goodness I finally found you. Were you in danger? Did the wild beast scare you?
I'm okay.
Thank you. Thank you all. I dare say that even the most cold-hearted Spino crocodile would be moved to tears by your...
Oh, it's nothing. It's all part of my responsibility as a trainee forest ranger. I'm the one who should thank you for creating so many wonderful stories for the children.
Really? I didn't know anyone read my stories apart from young children. Okay, then.
Huh? It's an honor to become the source of your inspiration. Whoa. Kale looks like she's about to pass out. I'm okay. Sorry.
Are you two story lovers as well? Yes, yes! The moment I saw you, the image of an aura giant and an aura finch traveling together
Yo soy
popped
Lara
into my
Gigante y
mind.
ella es Lara Pizón.
Oh? Who asked for my help? My sincerest apologies, but I have fans all over Sumeru.
Seems like Tanja has a slightly exaggerated view of what it means to be a child. Also, Papa's not a finch. That's nothing to get excited about.
Akar Crafts. Oh, right. I remember now. That small boat once sailed into the sea of my memory, but before long it flipped, perhaps for the best. After all, a wild tempest was raging in Tánger Harbor.
What? What should we do?
Dad's saying he forgot about helping the people at Akar Crafts learn more about Aranara because right now he has something more important to do.
Oh, that's what he meant. Well, there it is. All the proof you needed that this kid is definitely Tanger's son. Wait, no, this isn't the time for all that. Tanger, your help is pretty vital to the toy makers. You gotta do something.
But the garden that blooms before my eyes is of greater importance. For therein lies the beautiful Patisara that all Tanger, have found evidence of Aranara activity right here in the Avidia forest, conclusively proving that Aranara not only exists in stories. If I manage to document the first real-life Aranara sighting, the pet... Meanwhile, I may well be able to leverage this to assume leadership of the academia.
I haven't written any papers myself, but I think you need to have a bunch of them approved by the review board before entering the academia. Anyway, Tanja, what?
The hook's what's important in a story. The great storyteller Tanger never gives his audience the bait right away. Come with me.
Wait, not that way. Kale, what's wrong? Nothing, but that way leads us deeper into the Avidia forest. And I think I'm starting to understand why Razi and Tanja were fighting.
Bueno, pues nada, es el típico escritor que vive en su propio mundo, como habéis podido apreciar. ¿Dónde está? Allí. Pipiro, pipo, piro.
Just as I expected, the promise of one of my stories has kept you hot on my heels.
But this is just an ordinary tree hollow.
You can deceive the eyes, but you can't deceive the heart.
Paimon's not sure what look with your heart means.
Vale, pues hay que buscar rastros de los Aranara. Sí, yo no sé por qué no me dejáis a mí que los describa. Si he vivido con ellos, he soñado con ellos, he luchado con ellos.
The handwriting's so hard to read. Do Aranara need to learn about mushroom class? Here's another note that says... That sounds more like something an Aranara from the stories would say. There's another one here. A clever Aranara.
How does it feel to bear witness to a groundbreaking discovery? Exciting, isn't it? The crude handwriting may look like a child's, but I doubt that a child would be able to reach this deep into the forest, and I doubt even more that they would think of this lowly tree hollow as some... I boldly hypothesize that this tree hollow is in fact an Aranara that wasn't so bright left a note here wishing to become a... I shall craft a new story for them. How's that? Don't the very words just conjure up images of Aranara in your...
Nope.
Well, many an adventurer knows how to take to the skies with their easily visible wind gliders, yet they do not possess the invisible wings of... How about you, Miss Forest Ranger? Do you soar into the atmosphere on the wings of imagination?
Huh? Me? I don't know. Maybe yeah, I'm fine. It's just that witnessing Tanja's creative process is a little...
Overwhelming?
Oh, yes.
For now, I've decided to stay here with Razi until we witness the legendary moment when the... Don't worry, I won't let the Akara Crafts toymakers down.
He seems pretty stubborn. No, I think we should return to our camp first. Tanja, in Aranara and the Three Little Fungus, it says that Aranara are very sensitive creatures.
Oh? Was that in the story? In that case, let's go back to camp and call it a day. We'll continue our search for evidence first thing in the morning.
Vale, pues hay que ir al campamento de 0 a 4. Vamos a adelantar el reloj.
Traveler, wake up! It's not the Aranara, it's Kale. She's come. Oh, Paimon's been worried about Kale since last night, even though she kept telling us she was okay. Anyway, let's go find... Hey, look! Aren't these Kale's footprints? But why are they headed towards the tree hollow? Kale came back here alone.
And I thought this was a place nobody knew about. If I'd known, I would have just told the tree hollow instead of writing it down. Now I've created a whole new problem for myself. Oh, no, that won't work. I should be writing something that an Aranara would never say, so that... but what should I write? Oh, I've got it. There's no way Tánger could see this as the work of an Aranara.
So the evidence of Aranara activity we saw during the day. But why didn't she just tell Tánger? Oh, right. Kale told Razi that he could tell any secret to a tree hollow. Must be because that's what she does. Yeah, you're right. We'll keep her secret for... Oh, looks like she's almost done writing.
Aha! There's a new note just... Yes! It's the same handwriting, which... Let's see what it says.
Ooh, what could it be?
I want to visit Mondstadt during the Ludi Harpastum again? No, that's impossible. This must be some kind of mistake. Even I would never write that into a fairy tale.
So, in other words, the notes can't have been left by an...
Yeah. If you ask me, they were probably left by a passing merchant from Mon...
No, I refuse to believe it. I can't.
What do you mean you can't? It's not like it'll take you a huge amount of effort.
You've written so many stories beloved by the children.
No! I can't do it. I thought that if I could find an Aranara, I'd be able to help Akara Crafts, but it was someone from Mondstadt.
You've managed to write all those stories without ever having seen a real...
Razi, you tell them.
Really?
Yes, it's fine. Tell them.
Okay. Kale, Traveler, Paimon, do you remember when... I didn't want to tell anyone the secret. So... I think I should tell you. Dad isn't the one who came up with all those Aranara stories.
What? Hold on. So if Uncle Tánger wasn't the author, then...
It was me. Dad's been telling stories in Port Ormos for as long as I can remember. Every night, Dad would give me a Zaytun peach for dinner, and the Zaytun peaches were delicious, but Dad's stories were really bad. But Dad kept on going, telling his stories again and again. One time, he even borrowed a camera from Lord Sangema Bey's shop, and Dad showed me the picture and said that it shall become the precious record of Sumeru's best storyteller, even though I only had Zaytun peaches to eat and not so great stories to listen to. I was happy. Then one day, I tried telling Dad a story I came up with. Dad seemed really excited from the very beginning. He looked really happy. He lifted me up high into the air. He lifted me up so high that I was looking down at him. And when I got to my favorite part, Dad started crying. When Dad put me back down, I looked up at him again, but now...
You remember it so vividly.
It's not only Razi. I, too, remember every detail of what happened that day. After that, I gradually grew in fame and started making money. I became Sumeru's best storyteller, Finally, we could afford more than just Zaytun peaches for dinner.
I was really happy at first, but then everyone started calling me I kinda guessed why, but I also didn't want to believe it. Dad got busier with things that had nothing to do with storytelling. Like that request from Akara Crafts. So I made up my mind that this time, I just want to be good old Razi, so instead of Dad the way he is now, starting every story with, dedicated to my dearest Razi, I prefer my dad how he used to be, stumbling over words and not knowing how to end the story. That's why I decided to keep how I imagine Aranara to look like a secret.
Wait, Paimon gets it now. To sum up, all of Uncle Tanger's fairy tales were actually stories written by Razi.
Muy aguda, Paimon. Has descubierto el secreto universal, sí.
And because Razi didn't want Tanger to keep living a lie, he refused to help him with the car.
Lo has entendido perfectamente, sí.
Yes. That's why I tried looking for possible evidence of Aranara. I'm a terrible father. I'm sorry, Razi. I'm so sorry. And I owe you all an... Razi's the only one who can help Akara Crafts. If you can manage to persuade him, that is.
Are we gonna let this happen?
You want me to help Akara Crafts with their carving? Well, I did mention what the Aranara look like in my stories. Kale, Traveler, and Paimon. I might need your help on this one. I've never really left Port Ormos before. This is my first time in Gandharvaville. Sumeru is so much bigger than I thought. Seeing new places has given me loads, so I want to visit more places in Sumeru. That way, I can help Akara Crafts create, and I also want to take pictures of Dad everywhere that we travel to.
You still want me to come with you?
Yeah, of course. Come on, you're the best dad ever.
This is the happiest Razi has sounded since we met him.
I want to thank you, Kale.
Huh? Me?
You told me about telling my secrets to a tree hollow. Even though I didn't have the time to find a tree hollow, telling everyone my secret made me feel so much better.
Yeah. It's hard to keep too many secrets. I made a lot of mistakes back in Mondstadt. But when I look back on them, I'm sure this experience will be the same for Tanja.
Yes. I'll do my best to become a good father again. Wait. Did you just say you've been to Mondstadt?
Let's go, Razi. Grab that camera and see what hidden inspiration you can discover along the way.
Okay, let's go. Come on, Dad.
Razi, slow down and watch your step.
Bueno, pues nada, parece que todos hemos aprendido una lección de importante valor. Daguerrotipo. Todo tipo de especies. El daguerrotipo primoroso. Solo se puede usar en Sumeru.
The 20th anniversary of Akara Crafts is coming
Pues ala,
up.
80
Paimon wonders what the children
moras.
thought of the Aranara carvings we helped create.
A ver,
Let's go check it
vamos a
out.
ver. Esto creo que lo voy a hacer yo fuera de cámara, porque es que ni sabía que existía esto, macho. Sumeru, muchas especies ricas del elemento dentro que entran en el estado revitalizado al ser afectados por electro y en el estado quemado por piro. Ah, sí, son algunas setas y algunos hongos especiales. Diferentes en su estado normal. Quemadas diferentes, revitalizadas diferentes. Piro y electro. Vale. Hostias, etología. De un jack de carga comiendo, descansando y atacando. Pero ¿qué coño es lo que me das de recompensas? ¿Esto qué es? Bosquejo inspirador. Algún desafío, retratos del bosque. Vale, pero yo lo que quería un poco era... observación de bestias. Carrera en la espesura. Madre mía, la de cosas que hay aquí en este evento. Y ya que estamos, tienda. A ver qué hay en la tienda del evento. Llévame a la tienda. A ver. ¿Y qué te dan? Torso natural, firmes. Mira, por 150 te dan 60 protogemas. O sea que... Anda, guía de la exhortación, guía de la praxis. Lo iré haciendo yo fuera de cámara, todo este evento. Y ya... A ver si consigo las recompensas. Vamos a... Y además ha salido otro evento que está en la página web que se llama Las Arenas de no sé qué, que también tengo que echar un vistazo. Este.
Oh, I got the same one again. I guess I'll just have to save up my allowance and get them all.
Huh? I thought you came here every day. You should have gotten them as a set. That way, you get 7 different designs at once.
But then there's no surprise.
Surprises are boring. I want to have every design there is. That's what you do when you really love something. I finally saved up enough to buy the set today.
Oh, I'm very sorry, but the one cassette bot was our very last carve. But we're working on expanding our team, so...
Fine, I'll come back tomorrow. Just so you know.
Yeah!
All right. I'm sorry.
Sorry, buddy. Our Aranara carvings have sold out for today.
Sold out? Oh no. I was gonna buy one for my cousin who's fit.
Hey, how about this? You live near Razi's house, right? We'll...
Wow, thanks, Mr. Fies. Don't forget, okay?
I promise. Akara Crafts would never let down a child. Ah, more customers. Sorry, our... Oh, hey, it's you guys. Thank you so much for your help. If it weren't for you, the store's anniversary might have been a different story. It's all thanks to Razi. He has so much creativity at such a young age. Oh, and we would like you to have the prototype Aranara as a...
Whoa, wait. This looks kinda... right! Mind blow...
We appreciate your thought, but...
The Aranara father owned up to his mistake. And, I think everyone will like how the story goes. But the reason the father owned up to his mistake was too simple.
Perhaps we could make them go through some kind of hardship together. I'm sure they'll become more understanding of each other that way.
When the Aranara father starts feeling guilty, should he speak more slowly or more quickly?
That depends on the Aranara son. It would be interesting to hear them speak at different paces.
Hey, Tánger and Razi, what you up to?
Dad and I are just discussing our latest story. I'll be the one telling the story this time. But I'm a little nervous about telling a story in front of so many people.
Oh, Sumeru's gonna have a...
If it weren't for you, Razi would surely have left me for good.
I'm so glad everything worked out. But there's still something that doesn't quite add...
Oh, what is it? Do you need help in...
Why would a Mondstatter leave a note in a tree hollow deep in the Avidia forest?
I thought we moved on from this topic. A lot of people write down their secrets and hide them in tree hollows. It's not a big deal at all. Okay. I have my secrets and troubles too. Yeah, but seeing Razi and Tanja has given me an idea. Traveler, could you be my tree hollow?
Para obtener puestos inspiradores protogemas, que al entregarlos junto con ciertos materiales a los artesanos de artesanía ácara podrás intercambiar por componentes de madera. Vale. Una granada de madera. Interactúa con la plataforma para colocar torsos y agregarles más componentes. Hay un límite en cuanto a... Sí, igual que en la relaja tetera, que ya no me deja poner más decoración. Torsos, cabezas, gorros, capas, ojos. Ya, vale. Pues bueno, pues vale. En fin, que ya hemos acabado esa misión, que nos han dado las protogemas.
Please let me know if you decide you want to keep the prototype
Claro, pero tengo 0. O sea que para eso me tengo yo que poner a sacar fotos con el daguerrotipo ese nuevo. Así que bueno, eso ya he dicho que lo voy a hacer yo fuera de cámara. Con lo cual vamos a seguir con la misión principal. Ve a Puerto Ormos. Aquí estamos, en Puerto Ormos. En Puerto Ormoso.
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the highest quality.
You've got a deal. I can't thank you enough for always looking after my business.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict.
Wow! Talk about hurly-burly! This place is busy! Guess that's only to be expected for the largest port in Sumeru. Ooh. Let's get our bearings so we can start. We know that whatever the Academia lost is related to the gods. Osvan told us to try posing as academia students while asking around. Paimon checked the Akasha on the way here. Paimon doesn't get it. Won't we look even more suspicious going around saying we're academia students and asking about the stolen eye? Well, given all the people that come through here every day, if there's any information to be found...
Welcome. Welcome.
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question.
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia, let alone graduate. But sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress-free environment. Some even say it's good luck to come to Port Ormos. You see over there? Those are students from the academia. They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days ago. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better. So long as the Akasha teaches us what we need, then life...
Those students seem to be discussing something.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the...
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about the Scarlet King and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them.
They're called Ain el Akhmar. Today, I heard that the thing we're after might be in their possession at the moment.
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. I've heard that Ain el Akhmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 mora...
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy...
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche. Who else could possibly be after that kind of shady knowledge? I bet...
Well, I guess that makes sense. Then the only thing left for us now is to find a way in. Why don't we all just pool our money together and pay for the information?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A niche field of research and shady knowledge? It all sounds... So, what's our plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Have you lost your mind? Oh, all right. Paimon never thought she'd agree to parting with that kind of mora.
Pues eso digo yo, que pagar medio millón de moras no me hace maldita la gracia. Pero bueno.
Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss? Ha! Once we reclaim the power of the Scarlet King, they'll be the first that the boss punished.
They're nothing to be afraid of. Our main rival now is the Caracal Battalion. They've also amassed a significant amount of more this time.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists out for a quick mora?
Yeah, with Boss's fervent devotion, he'll be able to use this power to bring up...
All these guys talk about is the Scarlet King.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when the Scarlet King exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too.
Why does it have to be? Welcome. Feel free to look around.
Got it. Oh, so then what happened next?
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A traveler?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say Eremites are wary of outsiders?
A student? Huh. What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it? Huh? What is this, some kind of joke?
50 moras, hombre. Había que probar.
Oh! Sorry. She must have grabbed the wrong amount. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh, Paimon can't stand to see so much more ago.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Oh, that's right. We heard you mention the Scarlet King just now. We're actually interested to know more because...
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info. As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of the Scarlet King. Years ago, the Scarlet King founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. The Scarlet King was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted.
So, you mean the...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes! That shameless wretch destroyed the Scarlet King's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were... Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. The Scarlet King isn't truly dead. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have... If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of the Scarlet King. I don't have anything to say to you Academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged Academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the more.
Hey! Shut it, Al-Haytham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like...
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then.
I'm warning you. Don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the Academia because it just...
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, if, on the other hand, we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
Ah, Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This would... Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us our mora back, plus he seems to know a lot about what's going on. He went that way! After him!
Oh, so then what happened next?
Vale, bueno gente, pues nada, por aquí lo vamos a ir dejando. Espero que os haya gustado, que os esté gustando. En el próximo seguimos, así que nada, sed buenas, sed buenos, sed felices, se os quiere un montón. Un saludín, chao chao.